Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed that opening clip, because that can be your story. That can be you. You can do it. You can be one of those individuals, just like you saw in that video, who came to our class frustrated with their weight, really stuck where they were at, and they learned about how to eat common foods in such a way that causes their body to burn fat. I will do everything I can to educate you and empower you how to eat common foods in a way that causes your body to burn fat. What is your desire? What is your desire? Do you want to lose the weight? Look, I cannot make that happen for you unless you decide that you are going to do what it takes to lose the weight. You can do this, but first of all, you have to have a painful why. Why are you wanting to lose the weight? Maybe you're struggling with type 2 diabetes. Maybe you're struggling with gout or kidney stones. Or maybe it's things like osteoarthritis. Whatever it is, maybe it's the lack of energy. I don't know. But the first thing you're going to have to decide is, why do I want to lose the weight? You have got to have a painful why. Because if you don't have that big reason out there why you want to lose the weight, you're never going to lose the weight. You also need a pleasurable reason why. You need something that you're looking forward to when you lose the weight. Maybe it's running with the kids. Maybe it's playing with the grandkids. Maybe it's getting into new, old clothes that you used to wear. Maybe it's getting a whole new wardrobe. Maybe it's having more energy. I don't know what it is. But you not only have to have a painful why, but you have got to have a pleasurable why. A reason that you are looking forward to losing the weight. When you come to our class, we'll take time that first week to really help you pinpoint why you want to lose weight. What is that painful reason? What is that pleasurable reason? And the other cool thing that we'll do in our classes is we do this thing called weight casting, which is huge. You get to give a vision of your future about what you're going to be one day. And we put that on a personalized CD with music and motivational talks. We do everything we can to help reprogram your mind. The other thing that we do in the class is we also do an assessment for you. We do a 14-point tape measure assessment, and through that we help you discover what your BMI is, what your BMR is. We help you discover a good rate of weight loss for you. We help you discover those whys. Thrive is not a diet. I want you to understand that. What I'm going to teach you today in this lesson is not a diet. I'm going to teach you a weight loss system that is a lifestyle. A lifestyle. Let me show you a few things. Thrive is sustainable, and here's the reason why. Because we use common foods. I'm going to teach you about lean proteins. I'm going to teach you about fatty proteins. I'm going to teach you about fibrous carbs, complex carbs, superfoods, meal replacements. I'm going to give you all these categories of foods that will help you. And in each one of these categories, there's tons of lean proteins, tons of fatty proteins, tons of fibrous carbs and complex carbs. That's what makes Thrive sustainable. Let's talk about lean proteins for just a second. So let's say this week that you really want to start living the Thrive lifestyle. I'm going to give you a couple things. How about for breakfast? Make your breakfast using egg whites, or if you don't want to have eggs, have some low-fat cottage cheese. For lunch or supper this week, have tilapia or something like an all-white meat chicken breast. Now I know what you're thinking, my goodness, that's not a whole lot to eat. I understand that. There are lots of things in this lean protein category that I'll teach you when you come to a Thrive Weight Loss class. This is just a couple little things. I don't eat on fish every day or egg whites every day. There are tons of things in this category. And by the way, if you're vegetarian, there are great vegetarian options in this category. I'm going to teach you how to go to a grocery store, pick up a label, and know whether this category of food is what you hold in your hand, whether or not this is a lean protein. Now, let me just get you started. Men, you can have 6 to 8 ounces of a serving, which will be about the size of your hand and about the thickest of the thickest part of your hand. Ladies, you can have 4 to 6 ounces, which is about the size of your palm of your hand and about the thickness of the thickest part of your hand. So stick to those portions this week, and you can have that all by itself. Let me give you another protein category, because I know you don't want to just eat egg whites all week or tilapia. So let me give you another one that's a little juicier, a little meatier. And that's what we call our category 4, protein plus fat. Fatty proteins. So here's a couple. If you don't like egg whites, have whole eggs. Isn't that cool? You can have whole eggs for breakfast. Now let's keep it at 2 max, okay? But you can have whole eggs. You can also have with your eggs Canadian bacon. So if you want to have an egg and Canadian bacon, good, go for it. Now for lunch or supper, let's up it a little bit and let's do some filet mignon. Oh, a little neat. You say, well, that's too expensive for me. Okay, I'll throw in another one. How about some pork loin? All right, let me give you another one of those. So again, there's lunch, supper, so I've given you several things. This is another category. Same thing, men, 6 to 8 ounces, thickest part of your hand. Ladies, 4 to 6 ounces, thickest part of your hand. So there's another category. Now you'll notice that I put here that this combination, this needs something else. You can have that first one, that lean protein that I just showed you a minute ago here. You can have that all by itself. But if we're going to go to this other one, then we need to add some other category with it. So if you're going to have a category 4, we do have to have a category 2. Now there are tons of foods in this category. And we teach you those in our weight loss class, and we teach those to you on our online. If you get our Thrive Online, you have access to our extensive food library. But let me give you enough to get you started. How about some things like broccoli, or asparagus, or green beans, or spinach, or bell peppers, any color will be fine, or squash, any type is fine, or mushrooms. So there's some things for you. If you don't like any of those, throw in some cauliflower. We got lots more in this category, believe me. But this will get you started. So you can have that lean protein all by itself, okay? Or you can have that category 4, fatty protein, and that's great. But if you do, you need to put this fibrous carbohydrate with it. Now I know that there are some programs that say, you can't eat bread. On Thrive we say, that's baloney. I'm not, it's really bread. We say, no, you can eat bread. You can eat bread. Do you like bread? I like bread. I like to eat bread a lot. So let me give you a bread that we actually classify as a category 2, a fibrous carbohydrate, and that is Nature's Own double fiber wheat bread. You say, where can I find that? You can find it at Walmart, you can find it at Marsh, you can find it at IGA, you can find it at Kroger. Almost any major store is going to carry Nature's Own, and look for the purple label, the double fiber wheat bread. Now, does any double fiber wheat bread work? No. And we teach you in our classes why this works. And not only that, we teach you how to go out and find your own bread. Because there are other breads coming on the market that have such great ratios that they actually classify as bean bread, as we like to say. Your body thinks you're eating green beans when you eat this bread because it's got so much fiber in it. Now, we prefer you have just 1 slice a meal, but if you're making a sandwich, you can have 2 slices. Oh, that gives me an idea. Remember I told you that you could have that category 1 all by itself? Well, one nice thing is you can put a category 2 with it. So if you want to have 1 by itself, or you can have that 1 plus the fibrous carbs I told you about. So you could have that all-white meat chicken breast and some broccoli with it. Or you could have that tilapia and you could fry it up, put some 0-calorie cooking spray, fry it up and put it on this bread, make you a fish sandwich. Isn't that nice? Or you could have a couple of eggs, whole eggs, that's category 4, and remember a 4 always goes with a 2. So I could have a couple eggs, category 4, and a piece of this bread. I could have eggs and toast. Or I could have 1 egg, 1 Canadian bacon, those are both category 4s, and a piece of toast. See, I can combine 2 of the same category, as long as we keep our portions. Now, I'm going to teach you a very simple portion control system in class. You don't have to weigh food. You don't have to count calories. It's so simple that you take it with you every day, wherever you go. It's going to be so easy. But I'm just giving you enough here to get you started, and you can do this. This is a lifestyle. Oh, by the way, do you love tortillas? Do you love tortillas? Do you like to do the Mexican food? I do. Well, you know what? There are tons of tortillas on the market. And there are tortillas that your body actually thinks is broccoli because the ratios are right. Again, I'm going to teach you those ratios in class. Or if you sign up for our online classes, you can learn about those ratios. But let me give you one that meets that. That's the Ole Extreme Wellness Tortilla. It tastes like a flour tortilla. It's very pliable. Everybody on Thrive that I know loves it. Now, that's not the only one. There's lots of other ones out there, but I'll give you that one to start off with. So, let's think about this for a second. I could take egg whites, which is a category 1, and I can put a 1 and a 2. So I could saute, maybe in a little bit of olive oil, if you want to do that, some of my veggies, like maybe some green peppers, maybe a little bit of spinach, maybe a little bit of mushrooms, okay, a tad of onions, I'm talking a very small amount, and I could saute that, put it with my egg whites, and I could wrap it in this tortilla. Ooh, that sounds good, okay? So, this week, I'm just giving you combinations. Your category 1, which I gave you a few options from there. You can have a 1 by itself. It's portion size, okay, men 6 to 8 ounces, women 4 to 6, thickness of your ham. Or you can have a 1 and a 2, all those fibrous carbs. And again, there's a lot more out there. I'm just giving you a few. Or you can have a category 4 and a 2, okay? So you've got 3 combinations. Now, you know what? There are so many combinations out there. I'm going to teach you a ton of combinations. We're just scratching the surface with these, okay? So I'm going to teach you not only 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus TCO, 4 plus 2, but 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2 plus 5, superfoods plus 2, meal replacements and perfect pairings. All those combinations and a lot more categories of foods. Thrive is sustainable. I'm giving you meal combinations. We give you condiments on Thrive. We give you snacks. We even give you this great category called freebies. Now, we want you to eat 3 meals a day, okay? So let's talk about some of these things, okay? Let's talk about some starter snacks. I'll throw some up here. Ice cream. Do you see that? Breyer's Carb Smart Ice Cream. You can have a cup of that, vanilla or chocolate, as a snack. Now, guys, you can have up to 2 snacks a day. Ladies, you can have 1. I wish I could give you more, but that's another topic, and we'll talk about that in class. Now, so you can have ice cream for a snack. How cool is that? You can have a handful of nuts, okay? That's about 1/4 of a cup. Any nut will do. Almonds, pistachios, macadamias, any nut will do. You can have a handful of nuts. Freebies. I love freebies. Freebies have saved my life. This is why on Thrive you don't need to go hungry. If you just want to munch, okay, and we talk about the difference between appetite and hunger in our class, but if you just want to munch, and I have those days a lot, I am a grazer. Well, here's some things we call freebies. They don't even count against you. They're not even a snack. They're not a meal. They're just free. So, here's some sugar-free Jell-O. Okay? You can buy those little cups of that. You can have sugar-free gum. You can have a clear sugar-free or diet soda like 7-Up. You can have Crystal Light or 0-calorie water. Okay? You can have what we call popcorn okra. You just take okra, cut it up, put it on a pan, 400 for about 20 minutes, put some salt and pepper on it. You can even spray some 0-calorie cooking spray to make it stick, and you can have popcorn okra or dill pickles. Now again, there are a lot of things out there in our freebie category. I mean a ton of things out there. But this will just get you started this week, okay? So there's freebies out there. So you get 3 meals a day, men up to 2 snacks, ladies up to 1 snack. You get all the freebies that you need to satisfy cravings. This is a lifestyle. I've been living it for a few years now, and it's easy to live. Let's talk about condiments for just a second, okay? That's the good stuff you put on your food. For sweeteners, we want you to stick with artificial sweeteners for now. Now, I know some people have this knee-jerk reaction about artificial sweeteners, and I understand. I've read the articles, I know. We are in weight loss mode, okay? When we get you out of weight loss mode and you want to add some things in there like organic honey or organic maple syrup or agave nectar, things like that, or even a little bit of sugar, we can do that, but not in weight loss mode, okay? So just hang tough. If you want a more natural artificial sweetener, use stevia. Okay, Mrs. Buttersworth, sugar-free, I think is the best syrup. Okay, you'd say, well, when would I use that? Well, let's go back to our little combinations we talked about. Let's take a whole egg, and we can put a little bit of milk in there, maybe a tablespoon. We can put some cinnamon in there. We can put a little bit of imitation vanilla, stir it up, take our double fiber wheat bread, Nature's Own, put it in there, and we can put it on our pan on some 0-calorie cooking spray. We can make us some French toast and use this on that, okay? Wow. Now, some other things like reduced sugar ketchup, mustard, yellow mustard or brown mustard, low fat or fat-free mayo. Those can all be condiments. Carrots, tomatoes can be a condiment. Not a side dish, but if you want to put some carrots on your salad, that's fine. If you want a little tomato on your salad, that's fine. Use a spritzer salad dressing, we would recommend. There's some great other options, and we will teach you that. If you want to use a little bit of berries, you can. Now, you can have cereal on Thrive, and I will teach you about that when we talk about a different category. But this is enough to get you started today. Because you're going to learn how to read food labels. You're going to learn how to order in a restaurant. You're going to learn how to assemble your meals. You don't have to wait on somebody to send you pre-made meals. It's empowering because you're going to learn about macronutrients. You're going to learn about how your body stores fat, why your body stores fat. You're going to learn 7 categories actually, of real foods. You're going to learn 9 different food combinations. I just gave you 3. You got 6 more to go. You're going to learn about timing. You're going to learn about simple portion control. You're going to learn how to qualify a snack. What makes a snack a snack? You're going to learn about freebies. You're going to learn about what makes a condiment a condiment. And there's so much more. I'm going to teach you an incredible lifestyle. By the way, Thrive is flexible. If you're gluten-free, no problem, because I teach you categories of food, and there's lots of stuff in those categories, so just take out the ones that have gluten in them. If you're vegetarian, no problem. I teach you categories. Just take out the things that you don't eat as a vegetarian. Are you a chocoholic? No problem, because I'm going to show you some wonderful substitutes that are out there that you will not believe you can eat and still be in fat burning mode. Are you a grazer? No problem. We got freebies out there because I'm going to teach you these things. And as I said, Thrive is a lifestyle. So I'm going to teach you how to replace those voids that sometimes we feel, like those voids for chips. There's some great things on the market that you can buy at your grocery store that you can substitute. There are some great things like if you like chocolate that you can buy that's wonderful that will not cause you to store fat. If you like brownies, there are things out there that you can eat and buy and enjoy that will not cause you to store fat. Now, let me tell you one last wonderful thing about Thrive. It is realistic. It is realistic. There is no need to miss out on special occasions. I know a lot of people, they get on these diets, and I don't teach you a diet. They get on these diets, and they sit there at Thanksgiving when everybody's eating, and they're eating bunny food. We don't do that. You better believe it on Thanksgiving. I'm having pecan pie, mashed potatoes, and gravy, and chicken and noodles, and turkey, and green beans, and cookies, because I live a lifestyle, and the lifestyle I teach is realistic. So when you have that bucket of fried chicken, and you just feel like having fried chicken, you can enjoy it. When you go to that birthday party, you can enjoy it like everybody else. When you go to that wedding, you can enjoy it, okay? Thrive is realistic. There is no need to miss out on special occasions. In fact, in Thrive, we give you 100 days a year. 100 days a year when you can totally eat whatever you want. 100 days. That's almost 2 days a week. This is realistic. And on those other days, I'm going to give you so many categories and so many combinations of foods, you're not even going to miss it. So, start your journey of wellness today. Check out our page. Start here. Look for a live class near you and sign up for it today. Or get an online class that's going to be starting soon. Or join our website. There's always new classes coming around. We have all sorts of videos. Check it out. What you're going to learn is not a diet, but a lifestyle. I hope this helps. I hope you get started this week. Call me. Write us if you have any questions. We're here to help you. We teach a lifestyle that has changed literally thousands of lives, and it will change your life too.
I've struggled with weight most of my life, and it's not like it happened instantly. It's been many, many years, and I'd grown to the size of 273.4 pounds, and my body was rebelling because I'd done all the wrong things with it, and I didn't know how to do anything differently. And some of it was abuse, and some of it was a lack of knowledge. And I was on blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine. I tried every diet that's out there, whether it be cabbage soup diet, Atkins, Weight Watchers. I've tried them all without success. And I'm thankful for what I learned about Thrive, and it's really a lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle you can live with. The most important thing is to know why you're doing it, and that's what drives you. And my why was playing with my grandchildren and getting off that medication. And I started this in May of this year, 2012, and I lost 75 pounds by August, and didn't have one blow-it day. Stayed with the program, so the program works. And it's now November, and this morning I got on the scales, and I've lost 90 pounds total. So I'm at 183 pounds.